Salutations, humans! Wait, sorry, wrong outfit. Gosh diddly, hecking darn, I wanted this out during her banner, but no! Anyway, hutao was the reason I started playing Genshin Impact. I mean, I also started playing because it would be good for videos, but that's besides the point. The only thing we care about right now is hutao, whether it's her banner or not. So unfortunately, I'm not gonna do her full outfit yet. I don't have time. I have a plant now. Please, girl, I need you for school. So instead, we're gonna do a fashion hutao. So what are you gonna do for the fashion hutao, Zo? Didn't you say you don't have time to sew? Well, humans. We got a collaboration! This video's in collaboration with Cosplay, and they sent some cool stuff I'm gonna use for the video. Not the knife though, they didn't send the knife. So, Cosplay is an online store that sells a bunch of cute cosplay and anime things. Like, look, made Nezuko, Inosuke head, Hanako with a cape. I still haven't made this cape. Haikyuu jerseys and shoes, Monokuma outfit, Genshin cosplays. They even have the queen hutao herself. Other than cosplay stuff, they also have cute clothes you can use for everyday outfits outside or alone in your room if you're too shy to wear extra things out. I don't have my own room, so I just dress extra all the time. Anyway, speaking of cute clothes, that's what Cosplay sent us for this video. So remember in my last video, I said vibes are important. I also said Kaya is pretty. Both are incredibly true statements. Well, this is the sweater I chose, and look at those hutao vibes! Or you can't cause exposure. Hutao vibes. The collar. It says resting witch face, and I know hutao's a funeral parlor, but you know, she's probably tried witchcraft at some point. But as you humans know, I'm extra, so obviously I'm gonna add some extra detail, because the more hutao, the better. Here's a sketch of what I'm gonna do. So I got this 23.6MB photo of hutao and zoomed into that emblem and measured it against the sweater so I could screenshot it at the size I want. I put the phone on full brightness and traced the shape onto paper. Since the shape was a bit big, I had to reposition the paper and stuff. Then it's time to chop the shape. You know, the problem with the chopping shots is that they're always satisfying to watch, but I can't really keep them on screen that long all the time because there's nothing I can say except chop the shape. Anyway, once done, I traced and cut the shape out of cardboard and glued and cut it out of another layer of cardboard to make it sturdier. Then I painted it gold. Satisfying, and the emblem is done for now. Then I got some ribbon my mom gave me and cut 2 pieces to around the length of one human forearm and secured the edges with hot glue. It would be better to burn the edges with the lighter, but I'm not allowed to be around lighters while unsupervised for reasons I will not disclose, but I promise they're not related to our son. Then I got a pack of tassels I've been hoarding for like 3 years. If you don't hoard pre-made tassels, what are you hoarding? Teeth? By the way, I started my teeth collection recently. It's my brother's. Oh yeah, tassels. If you don't have any pre-made ones, I showed how to make one in the Nezuko video. Anyway, I glued the tassel onto the end and folded and glued the corners of the ribbon so it's like a triangle. Do you also get stomach aches when you think about your siblings? Well, do you like triangles? Look at that! I made 2, then I just cut off the extra string at the back. Now get some tape and stick it in a line on the edges like you see here, then get out more of ye old gold paint and paint the edges. You may need multiple layers, similar to skin, and look, it's so satisfying when you peel off the skin. I mean tape! Make sure you paint— oh no, is that a spoiler? Paint both edges gold and also tape off and paint that pointy edge too. Once they're done painting, stare at them for a while, then put them together and stab them repeatedly and strategically with a needle and thread, or sew them together as a sensible person would call it. Welcome back, cardboard gold thing. I glued the thumbtack to it. Then to make a stopper, I made a chunky lump of hot glue using water to make it cool faster, or just touch it directly anyway if you have self-destructive tendencies, and punctured it with a thumbtack so it's like a pin. I cut off the safety pin I glued to the ribbon because I never think before I act, and pushed the pin thing through like you see here. Here I pinned it to the sweater, but that's irrelevant because I took it off before putting it on in the next shot. Farewell, Kaya earring. I wore it over my cheongsam top, or as I like to call it, my older relative's birthday in a Chinese restaurant shirt. Here's the sweater without the thing, then here's me pinning on the thing we just made. Looking hutao-y already. Ooh, but how about for the bottoms? That transition better have looked cool. These shorts from Cosplay. Look at the hutao vibes here! I just key smashed in this part of the script, but look at how cool and funky these shorts are. The gold thing, it looks like hutao. I rolled up the sweater because as Best Dressed would say, we're scandalous like that, or you know, it just makes for a better silhouette. I miss her videos. Hope she's doing well. What's that? You wanna get stuff at Cosplay too? Well, they gave us a discount code for you humans to use. Use ZO20 or ZO20 at checkout to get a 20% discount when you order any items from their store. Now, did you really think I would stop there? You probably didn't. You saw me wear the hat in the intro. Yeah, humans, we're making the hat! Recently, I've been having an obsession with whips. That's a measuring tape. Measure your head, preferably while wearing an outfit that makes you look like you're gonna debut with Luna. Get the radius of that measurement so you can draw a circle like you see here. My head plus allowance was 24 inches, which is the same as my waistline, so that means I can reuse the radius measurement from the Ashiro dress of 0.000059 nautical miles. After you've made your circle, sketch another one around it to how big you want the brim to be. No, I don't remember how many centimeters I use. Now take out your collection of dismemberment tools and pick a suitable one to cut out this donut and eat it. Just kidding, you can eat it after we've made the hat. Cut the donut to have an opening like that, then I taped it kinda smaller cause I plan to make a paper mock-up of this. Then sketch out a long strip that's gonna be the walls of the hat, minus one fat ruler plus one tiny ruler wide. I like measuring instruments, I never said I used them properly. I also sketched out a circle for the top of the hat until I realized I could just use the one from a while ago. I taped the pieces together similar to how I did the mock-up for Hanako, he's mentioned again, but just tape the pieces together like you see here until it becomes a hat shape. Woo! Try it on. If it fits, clap your hands, bury your body. If it doesn't, you have to do it again. That's kinda unfortunate. Now look at this brand new giant roll of black felt. I had to buy a new roll because you wanna know who used up all my black felt last time? It was Hanako again! Anyway, dismember the paper hat and trace the pattern pieces onto the felt using a dermatograph. You can actually just use any light pencil or chalk. I just like saying the word dermatograph. Cut out your pieces like normal, except for the big brim piece. It's hard to see what I'm doing, so just look at this diagram, and also the top circle piece, so make sure you cut with extra space around it and cut slits like in this diagram. Alas, it's time to put it all together, as Bob the Builder would say. I don't know, I haven't watched him in a while, have you? I started by gluing the ends of the donut shape together, then I took the long strip and started gluing it to the tabs I cut on the inside of the brim. Glue it all the way around and cut off the extra if you have any. Then lastly, get the top circle piece and glue the outer tabs to the inside of the hat wall. Sorry, everything is hard to see. It's all black. Here's a shot of it with the phone flashlight. Yikes, you can see all the imperfections, but at least you can kinda see what I'm doing. You can figure it out. You're smart. I believe in you. Like a cat poster. That was a Lego movie reference. I trust that most of you got that. Then I used a hair iron to refine the shape and try it on. Why hello, milady, or milord, or millige, if you will. I wish I knew how to rap battle. Now, humans, time for the decor. First, we're gonna do her emblem thing. Once again, I took my 23.6 megabyte photo of hutao and zoomed in to get her hat symbol. Full brightness, trace both the shape and the symbol onto paper and cut it out. Trace your piatos chip onto some cardboard. I did at least 2 layers. Then I cut out the symbol on the inside and glue sticked and traced it onto one of the piatos chips. I cut it out off camera because nervous, but ooh, look at that. Paint one gold and I painted the other one black with a piece of cardboard because I didn't want to stand up to clean the paintbrush. Once dry, I took the gold piatos and glued it to the black one so there's a cool indented effect that no one but me will be close enough to notice. I cut off the edges and taped the safety pin to the back, and look at that cool engraved piatos chip. I should stop calling it a piatos chip. I pinned it to the hat. Next, I once again got my beloved 23.6 megabyte photo of hutao and this time screenshotted the flowers to the sizes I needed. Traced them onto some paper, and turning off the lights really does help in tracing. Wear night vision goggles or just turn the lights back on when you cut them out though, and you got your pretty flower template. Now get some felt the color of your enemy's blood and trace all the flowers onto it and cut them out. I still have a bunch of cutting out clips, so enjoy this copyright-free music I really like. Then out of the paper flowers, I cut out the smaller flower shape I traced inside them and traced them onto a lighter red paper, which usually means your enemy's blood has more oxygen. Chop them out as well and glue them to their corresponding felt flowers. Then I got some tan felt and cut it into super tiny strips so I could cut and glue them to the middle of the flower to make the... Wait, I need to Google this. Filament? Stamen? I'm not a botanist, okay? I am merely in love with one. Ooh, look, the flowers are so pretty. Forgot to mention but also cut out some tiny red circles too. Now we're gonna make the branches. I got some wire and cut multiple pieces to the sizes I needed. For the 2 main branches, I twisted and taped them together. Then I stabbed a hole in the side of the hat for the branch to stick into. Cut off any of the extra wire as needed and hot glue some extra wire branch pieces too. Just look at the hat, figure it out. I told you, you're smart. Once I finished structuring the branch, I took it out then wrapped it with masking tape both to secure it and so it would have that branchy texture, I think. I don't know, I haven't seen a tree for a while. When you mix red and green, you get brown. Dun dun. When you mix red and blue, you get also brown. Please, I just want my purple. Paint the branch brown and let it dry. Then I got this Ravenclaw scarf I still haven't finished knitting for 2 years and untangled part of it so I could get my dark blue yarn so I can make a tassel. So get something adequately sized like a 16 by 16 Lego plate in lavender to match your jacket and wrap the yarn around repeatedly. Slip it off and take another string and tie it like you see here. Cut the loops on the other end and stroke it gently for 88 minutes. Then I started unraveling the yarn so it would be individual individual threads. This takes a while, so maybe watch something while doing it, like the Dreamcatcher Abracadabra Relay Dance cover on repeat, or Bloom Into You. Then I took the hair iron just to make the threads straighter, very unlike Bloom Into You. After that, gently stroke it for 88 more minutes. Guys, it's so soft, I wish you could feel it. I got another yarn and tied it around the top to get the tassel shape, and it's time to give it a haircut. Never thought I'd be jealous of a tassel. After this video, I'm cutting my hair. Now it's time to decorate the hat. Gather your pieces. First, I stuck in the branch into the hole I made earlier and folded and glued the wire to keep it in place. Then I asked Bean, my lactic acid bacterium, to lift up the hat for me so I could measure and glue on the tassel. I also cut more pieces of yarn to form the loopy loops on her hat and glued those on as well. Now it's flower time! Just glue on all the flowers and stuff according to the reference photos. Or if you're like me and stare at photos of hutao every night before going to sleep, maybe you don't even need the photos. Pat your lactic acid bacterium on the head for doing a good job. To take a break, wanna watch me pull for hutao? I know she was like a month ago, but I have this footage and I wanna use it somewhere. Wear the hat to gain her favor, of course. This was also my profile pic at the time. Okay, I was ready.
I hope you can get it.
I have the picture behind. But guess what? I got Tama in this as well! I got both the queen herself and the cutest male. This is probably the only great 10 pull I'll ever have. Oh, did you think the hat was done? No, 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 young human. We still have the back to do. Like before, get the picture trace and cut out the shape of this gold thingy at the back of her hat. Cut the diamonds out into 3 separate pieces and trace and cut them out of some cardboard. Lightly cut down the middle with a cutter so you can slightly fold them and glue them to another piece of cardboard and cut it out. It's a different cardboard in this shot because I made a mistake. I don't want to talk about it. Paint it gold! Shiny! Here's some more black ribbon my mom gave me and I cut and glued them to make a bow like you see here. I also tied some thread around the middle so its waist would be extra snatched. What? I never said that. Glue the bow to the back of the hat. Glue on the gold thingy as well. Now for the end thingies, we're almost done. I put masking tape on the ends and sketched out the shape as you can see here. Then I gently cut it out and cut off the extra. Paint the masking tape parts gold. Then I painted another piece of masking tape and hole punched some circles to glue onto the ends. And oh my gosh, the hat is done! It's stunning! Like Sophie Hatter who? Just kidding, I can only dream of being her. But wow, I feel so proud. Like, this hat is my magnum opus. Hutao is my peak. Actually, maybe the Shinobu Haru can rival that. No, you know what? I'll get so skilled in the future, I'll have multiple magnum opuses. What does magnum opus even mean? Now for the hair, I'm not gonna cut my bangs again like I did for Hanako, although that would be a really cool parallel. There's already too many Hanako hutao parallels in this video. So instead of cutting my bangs, I'm doing the headband bangs thing I did in the last Genshin video. Actually, I put my hair in pigtails first, but you get the point. I fixed the bangs with the hair iron off camera because the socket was too far away and I didn't want to move the camera. And put on the hat, I can't get enough of the hat. I should stop looking at it before it makes me go egotistical, but like, come on guys, it's pretty. Sock time! Got the photo and traced 1/4 of the flower and folded and cut it out. Also did the same for the stamen filament thing. Trace it onto your enemy's red felt and cut it out, and do the same with the filament stamen thing. Gosh, those were hard to cut. Simply hot glue them onto the flowers, then just to be extra, I added some extra marker detail outline while watching Komi-san with my friends, and also look what happened with the ink on the scissors. Anyway, I got a ruler and cut long strips of red felt, but red garter would probably work better, but I didn't have that, whatever. Then I just cut out long strips of that. Make sure they're long enough to wrap around your leg. If you plan to permanently put them on socks, you can sew or glue them on already, but I only have one pair of long white socks, so I'm not doing that. Glue them to the flowers and measure them again, I guess, and cut off the extra. Then I added snap buttons. I'm gluing them here, but I also sewed them on off camera. Once done, we now have detachable hutao flowers for the socks. Since my socks were too long, I just folded them down, then I clipped on the flowers around it, and look at that, hot diggity dog. Hey, so guess who lost the footage for the bracelet? Here's a diagram instead. I didn't have red beads, so I got any circular beads and dipped them in blood. Painted them red. Then just basically follow the tassel tutorial from the hat, but make it smaller and with red yarn. I put the beads onto some string and secured it, and also tied the tassel on, and that's the bracelet. Now, I wasn't just gonna use any silver rings for her, although that's perfectly fine as well if that's what you wanna do, but I don't know if you noticed, but I have a very extreme obsession with hutao, so we're making her rings too. So I already sketched and cut out these shapes for 6 of her rings, and I traced those shapes multiple times onto some cardboard. Cut them out, and I have no idea how to word what I'm doing here. Just rewatch the video depending on which ring you're making. making. With that V-shape one, I'm indenting the center so I can bend it. For this pentagon, just look at this diagram, but only this hollow piece matters because after cutting it out, I ended up gluing it to another layer of cardboard and just cutting around that. I went through a bunch of gems I hoarded and found a perfect red one to use. You know what, I'll just draw a diagram for all the rings here. Oh, and this is a bit of a complex one, not really, so after you cut in those indents, just push and fold it in until you get this shape. Now, for her 7th ring, I cut strips of scratch paper, then glue and wrap them around something finger-shaped like a finger or a marker. Just keep layering paper to make it more sturdy. Then, I cut thinner strips to add that extra detail that once again, no one but me will see. Paint everything its designated color. Draw the eyes on the tiny bootao and glue on the gem onto the other thing. To make the rings, if you don't have blank ones, once again, take something finger-shaped. This one's a drumstick. And just wrap wire around it and cut it to make some ring bases. Glue them onto the back of all your cardboard pieces, and once dry, I cut the back so it could be adjustable. And wow, I have no actual footage of the completed rings, but whatever, you saw me wear them throughout the whole video. Anyway, here I was telling like a really long story of how I had the fear of marriage as a tiny kid because I thought when people kiss at a wedding, the body starts generating babies in your stomach, and I had a fear of pregnancy, so I absolutely refused to wear rings because those usually signify marriage. And obviously now I know that's not how babies work, but I only started wearing rings now because of hutao, so to make up for the 16 years of not wearing rings, I now need to wear at least like 5 at once every time. Woo, 7 rings. Do you think hutao listens to Ariana Grande? And yeah, humans, that's the hutao outfit. Walk, walk, fashion, baby, as someone would say. But alas, if only I had bootao. Next time video. I always have a lot of outfit shots at the end of my videos, but I never know what to do with them. Hello, may I offer you a discount at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor? No? Well, what about 2 discounts? I'll even help you die for free. Oh my god! And now obviously you can't just wear such a cool outfit and hide at home. I went to the Genshin cafe! Hot diggity dog, humans, we're going to the cafe. My gosh.
You're videoing now?
Yeah. Here's some tennis. I don't play, but it's exciting. Yeah, pretty. Wait, what's that say? Sucrose, my beloved. It's Diana! I love her. Here's the tip jar voting. Here was the free merch when you ordered the meal. Okay, though. Thanks to my mom for bringing me there and taking videos of me acting stupid. Yeah, humans, it was so fun. I took a heck ton of photos. I'll post them on Instagram, follow me there. The other cosplayers were so cool. Also, last but not least, I got to take a picture with the stolen Klee cutout. Anyway, that's the hutao outfit. Once again, thanks to Cosplay C for sending the clothes. Their website will be in the description box, as well as the discount code ZO20 for 20% off any purchase from them. Thanks, humans, for being patient. I know I've been hyping this video up since October. Farewell! Oh yeah, before you go, Yanfei, if you're watching this, Yanfei, if you're free, February 14, I'm just saying, I'm free February 14, Yanfei. February 14, you know, we could meet on February 14. I'm free. If you're free, we could, February 14, Yanfei. Oh, I guess I have to finish this now.